Hi friends, how are you? I trust that you have had a beautiful cleansing journey thus far, and I'm excited to share another yoga class with you. Welcome to your second class with me. I'm Sky Noel, and today we'll be doing a very grounding practice. So let's just begin with a beautiful meditation, closing your eyes, finding a position that you feel most grounded in. If that is sitting up on your knees, if that is sitting cross-legged, if that's laying down on your back, please take a moment to find that space for yourself as we move into this beautiful practice. Once you've found yourself in a nice grounded position, notice your breath. We're going to take several moments to scan our body, feeling all of the places where you're held by the ground, by Mother Earth, by Pachamama. Notice all of the points of contact you have with the ground, with our Mother. Feel how your energy, how gravity, how your body, how your being rests and penetrates the earth. Feel how your energy permeates down into your mat, into the floor, into the earth beneath you. As we give back. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, make a noise and send it down into the earth. One more. Good. And as you breathe in, feeling how the earth actually reaches up and meets you, how she holds you, how she surrounds and caresses you. So not only in that male sense of that penetrating and grounding, we also are received by our Mother. One more deep breath here. And exhale, sending that vibration down into the earth. And on your breath in, feeling that vibration come up and meet you. And release. Beautiful. Now your next deep breath in, we're going to vocalize with the root, the seed sound of Lam. And Lam is the sound of the root chakra, that Mula Bandha, that Muladhara, that that seat of home and feeling grounded and being provided for and having enough food and feeling nourished. So deep breath in together. Two more. Breathing in the earth, up through your legs, through your body, through your spine, into your head and out the top. And then just exhale and allow yourself to feel yourself on the earth. As we remember that we tread lightly. Good. Beginning to articulate the body a little bit, coming back into our bodies, opening the eyes. Coming to a comfortable seated position. Thank you. That beautiful vocalizing, really activating that root chakra, feeling that vibration as we connect to the vibration of the earth beneath us, right? As we are a beautiful symbiotic relationship with each other, and really feeling that that rooting, that grounding, that stability, and that being held, just like our community is with us in this time of cleansing. So let's come into a gentle child's pose. Come to all fours, and then pressing those hips back. You can keep the knees pointing forward or let them extend wide as you allow your body to drop towards the earth. And deepening the breath here. Really feeling it in your back and allowing your back and your hips to breathe. Each breath expanding, and each exhale trusting more and more in the earth beneath us. Good, 2 more deep breaths here. And on your final deep breath here, let's send some sound out of our third eye this time into the floor. Good. Tucking the toes and coming back up to all fours. Transitioning into a nice seated position. Extending one leg out and the other leg bent, allowing the sole of the foot to press up against the inner thigh. This actually helps with lymphatic flush. This is the area that in the compression, the lymphatic system is stimulated to really help flush those toxins out of the body. So facing the leg in front of you rather than being open to the front, facing the leg here. Take a deep breath in, lengthening the spine. And on the exhale, we're going to hinge from the hips, keeping the heart open and the back straight. So even if all you're doing is going a little bit further, that's what we want. Tummy engaged. Back straight, shoulders back and down. Deep breathing. Stretching that back of the body, really feeling all of that earth beneath you, every place that you're supported. And on your next exhale, allowing that spine, that heart to come forward. Interlacing the fingers, if that's in your practice, to come around the foot. And if that's easy for you too, you can always put a block on the other side and reach on the other side of the block. Really allowing this body to surrender to the earth, yielding to gravity. Releasing the past. And breathing deeply to move that prana through our bodies, recirculating all this beautiful energy. Next inhale, pressing the palms into the ground to walk yourself up. Beautiful. Opening those legs a little bit. Allowing your heart to be between your legs. It's like an easier, more loving version instead of a wide leg. So deep breath in. And hinging from the hips first. Feeling free to catch yourself here. Knowing that your ability to press, yielding to the earth, right? That beautiful hovering that we get from the pressing and the feeling of gravity. And on the exhale, allowing that body to come forward. You can catch yourself here on your forearms. You can hold yourself up here. Or you can allow your body to come all the way down. Really allowing this inner thigh to stretch, especially on this right leg. And exhale, pressing those hands into the floor. Allowing your hips to rock back, catching yourself and switching legs. Good. Facing that leg one more time. I like to keep this foot flexed and the knee activated. Deep breath in. Hinging from the hips first. Keeping the spine long, not opening. Not opening here. Keeping the spine nice and long and wiggle the head a little bit. Deep breath in and exhaling all the way forward. Good. Keeping that heart over the knee. If it's too intense to flex the foot, you can always just let the foot relax or point it forward. One more deep breath here. And exhale, pushing down to come up. Good. Opening these legs up wide. A little more loving version. Good, really opening up these thighs, really feeling how you're supported with the sit bones on the ground. Deep breath in, tilting the sit bones forward and allowing that back to be straight. Shoulders back and down. Toes pointing up. Deep breath in and exhale, coming forward. interlace your fingers. You could do a lotus flower here. You could go all the way down if you'd like. Bowing to the earth. Feeling free to vocalize at any time. And pressing your hands into the ground to come up. Beautiful. Good, allowing those hips to roll back. Coming into just a seated pose. Opening the spine, and as you do this, feeling the tilt of your pelvis on the floor, right? Almost like you're massaging your sit bones with the floor underneath you. So as the pelvis tilts forward and we open up the chest, breathing in and exhale, tilting the pelvis back, almost massaging that coccyx, that tailbone with the floor, right? Good. A couple more of those. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Beautiful. And allow those ribs to spin around and feel how the weight on the floor changes as your upper body shifts. And notice, no matter how off center you get, you're always caught, always held. From the day we incarnate to the day we leave this body. Good, and wiggle. And allow some deep sound. Massage your body with the sound and let it drop down into that root. Wiggling. Beautiful. Coming up onto all fours. Tucking the tail, or the toes underneath and lifting the tail up. Coming into a down dog. Engaging that tummy to lift in, walking your dog a couple times, and then really planting those feet on the ground, pushing those hands into the floor. And as we're here, we really want to think about the middle finger and the thumb pressing in to the ground, an even weight on the hands and the feet. Engaging that tummy almost as if it was going to launch you, lift you up off the ground. Beautiful. Raising the right leg. And on your exhale, allowing that foot to swing through into a low lunge. And let's drop our knee here. And you can keep the toes tucked or point the foot, whichever is more stable, more grounded for you. Really feeling this foot in the ground, long spine, reaching those hips forward, reaching those hands up. Deep breath in and opening the heart and arching the back. Stretching the front of that left thigh. Beautiful. Exhale, placing your hands on the floor and reaching those hips back. Bowing to the earth, but not allowing the head to come too far down. Nice integrity in the spine. As you're here, think about reaching this right hip of the leg that's extended. Think about reaching it back to meet that left hip so that it's in line. And flexing the foot. Pressing these hands into the ground. Bowing and honoring the mother beneath and the mother within. Deep breath in on your exhale, shifting those hips forward one more time. Good, from here, pressing these palms into the ground, walking this right foot over, cross the midway of the body, and then opening up the knee. Coming into a pigeon pose. Good. And feel free to shift the hips back and forth here. Feeling all of the different versions of groundedness here. If you need to, you can always put a blanket or a block underneath. If you're up here, it's great. Always have it supported. Deep breath in, shoulders back and down. And on your exhale, humbling your pigeon. Good. Here sometimes I like to bend my right elbow and rest my forehead on my forearm, and sometimes take my left arm and nestle it in the arch of my foot, alongside my leg. And as you're here, really trusting and releasing into the floor, yielding to the gravity. One more deep breath here. And your exhale, pressing those palms into the ground to come up. Good. So taking that left arm, the opposite arm as the leg that's in front. You can shift your weight over onto your hip if you want to, or stay here, right up on top of that. And reaching your left hand up and over across your midline. Take it a nice arch from the fingertip all the way down, this beautiful arc down to the back toe, right? So reaching this crest up, pressing into the floor with that right hand, reaching up. Ooh, good stretch here in the psoas. Opening ourselves up. Beautiful. And on your exhale, pressing both of those hands into the floor, tucking the toes, coming up to a down dog. Walking out your dog. Fast or slow, whichever way. It's up to you. Feeling those hands deeply rooted, feeling those feet. Let's come to a nice, strong, sturdy, rooted down dog. Good, next inhale, lifting that left leg up. Keeping in line with the spine, not getting too fancy by opening up the hip. And on your exhale, swinging it forward into a low lunge. On your exhale, dropping that knee down. And allowing that weight to shift slightly into that front knee. Making sure that the knee is on top of this ankle. Good. Pressing the weight into that front leg so that you can lift the body. And reaching the arms up, engaging the tummy the whole time, of course. And arching the back. Opening the heart. Reaching that root chakra down to the earth, right? Nice and grounded. Shifting those hips back. Really think about pulling that left hip back to meet the right so that our hips aren't open. They can be nice and facing totally front. And flexing that front foot if you'd like. It's a little deeper. Shoulders, back and down, nice long necks. Next inhale, allowing that weight to shift forward. Jiggy jogging that foot, shifting that foot over across the midline. The left foot goes to the right. And allowing that knee to open up as we come into our pigeon. Some people, their knee is way out here. For me, to get this beautiful stretch here in the psoas, to keep it nice and tucked up near me. Feel free to rock back and forth, feeling all of the different versions of support underneath you. Deep breath in to open up the heart. And exhale to humble your pigeon. Opening up the hands to the earth. Or, if you like, bending that left arm and allowing that right arm to come right here in the arch of the foot. It works because my foot's here. And let's do one nice deep lung. Did you feel yourself melt into the floor more on that? Good. Deep breath in, and on your exhale, finding your hands on the floor and pressing yourself up. Beautiful. Getting into this beautiful psoas stretch one more time. Keeping that hip grounded down rather than letting it lift up, right? It's sitting on that left hip. We actually want to ground this hip down. It's where that block or blanket underneath this hip really helps. So we're going to take a deep breath in, reaching this arm up and across the body. And this beautiful arch, right? Really feeling it here in the psoas. Supported by this left hand on the side. And on your exhale, releasing. Tucking that back foot, releasing that front, and coming to a bridge. Here is where you can really practice that joy of yielding. It's pushing the earth away from us. It's defying gravity. It's sucking in so as to not give in. Pushing our shoulders down so that we might stay up. And on your exhale, pressing those hips up, coming to a nice down dog. Beautiful. Then we're going to walk our feet to the middle of our mat. I'm going to turn to the side. You could too if you'd like. Opening my feet a little bit. And allowing my upper body to hang. Crisscrossing your arms with the elbows if you'd like. And feeling free to shift back and forth as all of gravity really pulls your upper body down towards the earth. Beautiful. From here, you turn those toes out. Make those feet nice and wide. Bring those feet in a little bit if you'd like. And come into our Malasana. Beautiful squat pose. From here, elbows on the insides of the knees. Pressing those knees open. Pressing those palms together. Finding that beautiful center of our body. Feeling that tailbone and that root really dropping down. And breathing from your root. Beautiful. Shoulders back and down. Lots of buoyancy here, right? If you can't get down as far as me, I can get down to where my sit bones are on the ground. But if you have a block, always place a block right underneath you so that you're nice and supported and high enough up. Or a towel or a pillow. Beautiful. From here, I'm going to open up the right hand, reaching it down to the ground, opening up the left to twist and reach. Really pressing to open up this heart. Making sure this left knee doesn't come forward. Pressing this left knee open. One more deep breath here. And on your exhale, back to squat. Good. Hands at the heart, giving gratitude and thanks. In this beautiful mudra of gratitude. Good. Inhale. Opening up the left hand, reaching the right arm up. Keeping both knees open. Engaging that tummy. And on your exhale, right back into our mudra. Good. Wiggle the head a little bit. Nice. Hands on the floor, straightening the legs, allowing those feet to turn in. Shifting the weight back and forth a little bit. Beautiful. Walking those feet out a little bit, turning those toes out. Coming up, circling the arms. And on the exhale, goddess pose. Really feeling your feet and the center of you really dropping down to the earth. That lion's breath, that Kali face. One more, you can even breathe in to straighten and exhale. Good. Shifting your weight from side to side, feeling how you're still supported underneath you. Beautiful. From here, we're going to shift our weight all the way to come together. And turn and face the top of your mat. Reaching all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Beautiful. Turning and facing the side of your mat. Opening your legs one more time. Turning the front leg to face the front of the mat. Keeping the back leg nice and turned. Hips and heart towards the side. Bending that front leg. Turning the palms down for a really grounded pose. Eye of the tiger. Beautiful. Inhale to straighten. Turning that foot up. Hands come up. We shift and turn the other leg to bend. Palms down. Beautiful. One more deep breath here. Inhale. Straighten. Let those feet come in just a little bit. And back down into our squat. It's okay if your heels need to come up. Beautiful. And from here, you can find a hand behind you, coming down onto the ground. That's great. Let's come to Virasana, Hero's Pose. Now, you can do this one sitting directly on the feet and the knees pointing forward. Or if your hips and your knees have the flexibility, you can actually nest your hips inside your feet and really feel those sit bones on the ground, right? Either way, we're nice and grounded. And from here, or from here, whichever you'd like. Deep breath in. Rolling the shoulders back and down and allowing those fingers to catch you from behind. Opening up the heart. Opening the spine. You can either allow your head to fall back or keep that chin tucked, Jalandhara Bandha engaged. One more deep breath. Beautiful. I'd like to go back a little further, turning those fingers to face forward. And squeeze the booty and tilt the hips. Instead of being up this way, tilt them to lay down. If you can, you can always use a block or a pillow or something to catch you. And you can come to the forearms. Or if you're in full hero, you can do reclining Supta Virabhadrasana. Feeling all of the points of contact on the floor. If you're not reclining, you can still be holding Virabhadrasana with that little bit of heart opener. And exhale, engaging the throat to come up to your elbows, to come up to seated, come up to knees, and allow yourself to come to your low back. Good. Lowering back down to the floor. Pulling those knees in. Shifting from side to side. Bring the bottoms of the feet together and grabbing at the ankles. Allow those knees to open and those feet to drop. Your shoulders to press down into the ground and your chin to tuck. Reclining, bound ankle pose. Beautiful. Inhale, bring those knees up. And exhale, allowing the left foot to come down. Reach the right heel up. Really feeling all of the places where your back and your hips are on the floor. Flex this foot, turn it out, and allow it to hook right here on the knee. You're gonna reach this right arm through underneath the right leg, intertwining the fingers, and allowing the body to return back to the earth from whence we came. Making sure that the shoulders are heavy and the chin is tucked a little bit. We don't want to end up like this. We want to have the back of the neck nice and long. Keeping this foot flexed so that we don't overturn and tweak that right knee. Exhaling to release, allowing those feet to come about as wide as your mat, and let those knees drop side to side. Counter pose. Beautiful. Both knees up one more time. And releasing the right knee. Stretching the left leg out. Feeling all of those points of contact. And even if you feel a little archy in your back, think about pressing that back down into the floor. Not so much that it arches or hunches you, but really engaging with the floor to press your body to it. The more we have connected, the more strength we have, the more base we have. Flexing that foot, turning it out, hooking it on that right knee, reaching the left hand underneath the left leg to entwine. And if you need to, you can entwine behind the thigh as well, or right underneath the knee. Allowing the shoulders and that back and that sacrum to really press down into the ground. Super rooted. Left foot is flexed. Back of the neck is long. One more deep breath here. And on the exhale, release and relax. Oh yeah. Allowing those knees to flop on one side and the other. Lovely. Bringing those knees up. Engaging Jalandhara. Engaging the belly, making the tiniest little body can. Inhale. And exhale, flopping open to our Shavasana. Feel free to adjust your shoulder blades underneath you if you need to. And a lot of the times, like I like to do, put a pillow underneath your knees so it can really release that low back. You don't have to be so arched. You bend those knees, you can really flatten that low back. As we come into our Shavasana, corpse pose. Hardest pose, they say. And not when we're cleansing. This is a real nice, easy pose when we're cleansing. And it's your reward. Feeling all of the points of contact on the floor. The backs of your hands, forearms, elbows, backs of the arms, shoulders, occipital, upper back, mid-back, sacrum, glutes, thighs, calves, feet, feet, calves, thighs, glutes, sacrum, mid-back, upper back, occipital, shoulders, upper arms, elbows, forearms, backs of the hands, your whole body. Feel your whole body on the floor. The whole body. And exhale. I sing my gratitude to the earth, the earth beneath my feet. You teach me how to grow. You give me all I need. I sing my gratitude to the wind blowing, blowing through the trees. You teach me to let go, remind me I am free. I sing my gratitude to the water, to the waves from whence we came. You teach me how to flow, and that we're all the same. I sing my gratitude gratitude to the fire, burning bright. You teach me to transmute by turning on my light. I sing my gratitude to the love, to the heart that lies within. You teach me how to be and to love who I have been. Deepening the breath as you call yourself back to your body, as we dream ourselves awake and back into this plane and this reality. Creating movement in our bodies again as we reach our hands up over our heads like we're stretching for the first time today. And picking a side, left or right, that you'd like to roll onto. Examine what it feels like to be on your side. On your next exhale, find your hand pressing on the ground to push yourself up to a seated position. And placing one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Giving one more lam. Deep breath in. The beauty and light inside of me respects and sees it deep inside of you. Thank you for letting me guide you through your practice today. Enjoy the rest of this beautiful time cleansing. Namaste. Gracias Pachamama. Gracias Mama Gaia.